Welcome back to the Pony Piston channel. You know that feeling when you hear a car start up and your heart skips a beat? Yeah, that's exactly what happens when you hear the 2024 Nissan GT-R T-Spec R35 roar to life. The GT-R has always been a symbol of raw power and Japanese precision. And this new T-Spec is a reminder that the legend isn't ready to retire just yet. So let's talk about what makes this version special. From the moment you see it, the 2024 GT-R T-Spec just grabs your attention. It's got that same familiar R35 shape we've known for years, but with some modern touches that make it feel new again. The front fascia's been tweaked, giving it a sharper, more aggressive look, and the signature round taillights, still there, glowing like red rings of fire every time the sun hits them. It's got this perfect mix of nostalgia and evolution. And of course, you can't talk about the T-Spec without mentioning those incredible colors. Midnight Purple and Millennium Jade, two legendary shades from the Skyline days, are back. When you see one of these under sunlight, it's not just a car. It's like watching art in motion. Now, under the hood is where things get really interesting. Nissan has made some subtle but important changes. The GT-R T-Spec still packs that hand-built 3.8-liter twin-turbo V6, a true monster. But this time, it's been refined to feel smoother and more responsive. Some reports hint that Nissan's been experimenting with mild hybrid technology to boost efficiency and torque, especially at lower RPMs. It's not a full hybrid like some supercars are going, but it's enough to give that instant push without losing that signature GT-R sound we all love. You know what's crazy? Even with all the power, around 565 horsepower, the GT-R still feels usable. It's not one of those cars that's terrifying to drive. Thanks to its advanced all-wheel drive system and near-perfect weight balance, it grips the road like it's glued to it. And that brings me to something surprising. Off-road capability. Now, no one's taking a GT-R through mud or sand dunes, obviously, but that AWD setup makes it shockingly capable on rough or uneven roads. You can actually take it through light gravel or wet mountain passes without sweating it. Inside, Nissan's gone for a cleaner, more premium feel. The seats are wrapped in semi-aniline leather with T-Spec stitching, and everything feels tighter, more driver-focused. The infotainment system is finally more modern. Faster, sharper graphics, better smartphone integration. It's not as flashy as some European cars, but it feels honest. You get physical buttons where they matter and screens where they make sense. It's that Japanese simplicity that just works. And there's one thing that GT-R fans will appreciate: the driving position. You sit low, the visibility is wide, and the steering feels mechanical, not digital. Every input feels direct. It's like the car is an extension of you. That's something electric supercars are losing these days. Now let's talk money. The price. The 2024 GT-R T-Spec isn't cheap, but then again, legends rarely are. It's expected to start around $220,000, depending on where you live and what options you go for. That's a big jump from older GT-Rs. But when you think about what you're getting, a supercar with everyday drivability, limited production, and collector's appeal, it kind of makes sense. And that brings us to the question everyone's asking. How does it compare to the older R35 models? Well, think of it like the perfect evolution. The first R35 back in 2007 was all about brute force. It was fast, loud, and raw. Over the years, Nissan polished it, refined it, made it smarter. The T-Spec feels like the grand finale, the best version of everything the R35 ever stood for. It's more balanced, more emotional, and definitely more exclusive. Sure, it doesn't have the wild hybrid system of a McLaren Artura or the electric boost of a Porsche 918, but that's kind of the point. The GT-R T-Spec is about connection. It's about feeling the road, hearing the turbos spool, and knowing every inch of the car is responding to you. Not a computer. It's a car for purists. So if you're someone who grew up with posters of Skylines on your wall, or you've ever played one in Gran Turismo or Need for Speed, this car is more than just a machine. It's nostalgia reborn. It's proof that Nissan still remembers what it means to make a driver's car. The 2024 GT-R T-Spec R35 may be the last of its kind before Nissan moves fully electric. And if it is, what a way to say goodbye, with power, style, and heart. So, what do you think? Would you pick the T-Spec over something like a Porsche 911 Turbo or an Acura NSX? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into one of Japan's greatest legends, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more car stories that keep the passion alive.